Don't you love it when things are both easier and more affordable? Like when the rain washes your car for you. Or like when you save up to 10% by bundling your renters and auto insurance with USAA. Bundle with USAA and start saving. Get a quote today.
Hilton brings you new ways to stay. With experiences that let you capture the glory days. Introducing the Graduate Hotels. Each inspired by local college towns, these stays are always original and never boring. Get in touch with traditions all across the country and enjoy a stay that's a class above the rest. Book at Graduate Hotels with Hilton Honors Points at Hilton.com. It's a win-win. Hilton, for the stay.
Saturday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Saturday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Saturday. Saturday, bring it on.
From the Fifth Quarter Studio in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to the Rule of Three Offense Podcast. Here's our host, Steve Collins.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 3, which seems like the appropriate episode when you're talking about the Rule of Three offense. I feel like there should be bells and whistles. I feel like we should be talking something specific when we're doing the third podcast of the Rule of Three podcast. These are only 3 you'll probably ever remember. Not just kidding. But anyway, so remember what we talked about? We talked about kind of why the Rule of Three, why we remember in 3, why we're trying to keep things simplified, why we're trying to take away time from working on half-court offense so we can work on skill development, we can work on other things of the game. Because the math doesn't support necessarily spending all that time. The statistics from the stats teacher doesn't necessarily support spending all of that time on the half-court offense when, in transition, you tend to score 1.1 points possession. In half-court, it's like 0.7, 0.8. And how much time do you spend in practice on it? So what I've come up with is a way to simplify it. Lots of choices. There's lots of solutions. Like I've said before, there's lots of great offenses. Coach Wheeler runs a great Princeton offense and can teach it up like a zoo. There's this read and react with Rick Torbert, who's awesome, and he can teach you all that. There's the flex, there's a swing, there's a motion, there's all the set. Anyway, there's structured offenses. There's lots of possibilities out there from people a lot smarter than me. But I'm just telling you, from someone that's coached 35 years and won, 80% of the games he's coached and won a bunch of state titles, not saying that to brag, saying it to make a point, is kids haven't changed. They can't, we only have them for a finite amount of time and they can only remember so much. We expect them to remember like their Division I teams playing for Gonzaga. So, why I came up with this is I wanted to be able to teach them concepts quickly. I wanted to be able to move on. I wanted to teach them to play. I wanted to be able to work on our transition offense. I wanted to work on, like I said last week, there's only 4 things that happen in basketball. It's offense, defense, transition offense, transition to defense. 4 things. That's it. And we spend too much time on the offensive part when it's like 20%, 30% of the game maybe is straight half-court offense. So I wanted to give it an easy progression. I want to be able to teach it to coaches. I wanted to be able to make it so simple that anyone could do it. Doesn't matter if you're a 4th grade coach, doesn't matter if you're a high school coach, you can run this offense. It's all on a 3x5. It's all teaching rules. Doesn't matter if you're running a 4x1, doesn't matter if you're 5 out. I don't know what I was trying to say there, 5x0, maybe 5 out, but it's easy and can quickly be done. And the progression's great. It's teaching them reads. It's teaching them reactions. It's teaching them the simple way to play this game because it's not that difficult. In that development, we're teaching them reads. We're teaching them, and then we give them reps to do it. And then we give them, I don't know about you, but I have specific roles on my team that kids can do specific things. So There, every time like I said last week, every time you have the ball, there's a specific read. You're off the ball. You're one. What are you doing? What in those spots? Those are the specific reads. And we rep it. We drill it. We give small-sided games. We do that. And then we give, Johnny, you can shoot the open three as soon as it is in transition. Sam, you cannot, kind of thing. So it just kind of depends on those. Because we want to turn. We want to get wide. We want to burn. We want to turn and burn, baby. We want to get down the court as fast as humanly possible to score. And we want to be able to work on that transition. It is a great offense. And like I said, next week, I'm going to start getting into the meat and potatoes of it. I'm going to talk about specific reads. I'm going to talk about specific things that will help you and help your team. In a nutshell, it's an offense that will work against man and zone. It's an easy offense to teach. It has progressions, and it's teaching them to play the game. It's not making them robots. It's not making them think, because when you make them do too much analysis, it's analysis by paralysis by analysis kind of thing. There are too many things going through their head. They won't do any of them. And I only give them 3 because, again, the science proves that, the brain can only, for short terms, keep only so many things. And, it's when you walk through the airport and the TSA has, the 3 things you must do before you get on. There's a reason things are written in 3s. There's a reason. Snap, crackle, pop. Finger licking good. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. There you go. Great offense. I know you're going to enjoy it. All right, until next week.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Lowe's knows you take pride in every project. So take on what's next today with a free Select Craftsman hedge trimmer or leaf blower when you buy a 20-volt push mower. That's a $119 value on reliable, high-performance Craftsman tools you trust. For the power to do it all, build, repair, restore, maintain, go with Craftsman. Available at Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 5/21. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.